Yes, all good things do come to an end. We're not ending the series, but we have got a different top on. It's the one I actually used to wear in the last Grimsby to Glory in FIFA 21. It's a throwback, as stuff has to be washed, and I think that was long overdue a wash. As something else we need to wash out is, well, not the team, but the way the team's performing. We need to get rid of these leaky goals desperately. As yes people, welcome back to episode number 4 of season number 2 of this Grimsby to Glory FIFA 23 career mode here on the MWS channel. And as I always start, please, if you have not seen the previous episodes, do make sure you go ahead and watch those ones before tuning into this one. And if you enjoy those, leave them a like. And if you enjoy the channel as a whole, we are on 7,820 subscribers. Bang on the time of recording this. I checked moments ago. Let's see how much we can be on before tomorrow. Of course, hit that subscribe button. And of course, in the grand scheme of things, 8,000 is getting closer. In the grander scheme, there's a 5-figure digit very much in the distance still, in my opinion, but can you prove me wrong? Who knows? As we need to prove pundits wrong, everyone wrong in this save so far, because we have got it wrong. Again, the second season should be an improvement, and at the moment it's not turning out that way. We are 21st in the league, but again, if you've seen the previous episode, I keep saying this table is not set in stone. And 3 of the teams that we play today, Accrington are in 17th, Newport are 20th, and Gillingham 22nd. Very much can get at those, as Colchester in 24th. We play them in the FA Cup, as I'll show you in the calendar, just to be sure, as we need to get the team right for the first game as well. Can't forget that. There's them 2 games. There's the FA Cup, which is in November. Gillingham and Crawley Town is the Papa Johns, the second game in the Papa Johns. No offence, but we're not caring in the domestic cups as much as the league. That is just the way we're going about it at the moment. As Michi Afete cleared for training, which is good. As Alex Hunt wants to be in the team over Clifton. I'll think about it, mate. I'm not too sure if you actually do go in. As I made some changes, some, what's the word, preliminary? I don't know how you even say that word, but like some rough changes which haven't gone through. But I'm thinking I might do this now. I might put Hunt on that bench, over Green. He was very unhappy, but Hunt has that passing range and dribbling. He's a bit more of an attacking-minded player. As the team is Jones in goal, it is slightly more attacking with Otis Khan, the old right midfielder, at right back for his pace, with Ma, Anderson, Walsh and Gleno. I am thinking about swapping that as well. Ma's 5-star on both feet, so he can do both. Anderson right-footed on the right, Walsh left-footed on the left, with Harry Clifton, Bryn Morris and Reggie Stone in the advanced pivot position to get the ball to the attackers in Innes Cameron and Henderson. We're going to trust the Scotsman again. We've got Cox and Boyd on the bench, really pushing for it. I do love Dan Cox, but I do think he's so much better off that bench than he is in the starting lineup, as hopefully he can come off the bench and score. Hopefully the players in the team can score. Hopefully it's 3 points against Newport off of this 9 game without a win run. And let's see their team. Nick Townsend in goal, Cameron Norman, Declan Drysdale, Oliver Mayer, Escobar and Aaron Lewis at the back. Sam Bowen, Will Digg and kind of Dogan sitting. I knew it'd be a 5 at the back. Aaron Lewis, of course, being a wing back, with Collins and Omar Bogle. Ex-Grimsby, I won't say legend, but big player for them up top. Extremely interesting, as what needs to be interesting here is our performance. Or not interesting, entertaining is probably the right word. Interesting can be bad as well. We need to be entertaining in a good way, because that can be bad as well as interesting. I mean, I've got that wrong a little bit, as hopefully we can get this move right. That's a ball towards Cameron. I like the possession we kept there and the wing back running forward. Loved Glennon getting there as it's talking about the table shaping up. That is not what I want to hear, as this is not what I want to see. Newport on an attack. Anderson has to come across right here to try and block it. It's fizzed across. It does reach the man at the other side, as we're just going to try and stand in the way of the attackers right here. That's a quick 1-2. Looking to try and squeeze through maybe. Let's just hold on as how's Bogle onside? He isn't. Oh no, he is. Is he? No, offside. I'm going to say the lino really confusing me with his line, or with his flag, should I say. Oh my days, I'm focused on the performance here, not what I'm saying, as that's a rough challenge. In the book goes Sam Bowen. Yes, it is Sam Bowen. Good guess that, wasn't it? As Walsh with a quick pass into Anderson. Tom Anderson round the corner into Harry Clifton. Waits for Gleno down this line again. Can he whip in a decent ball once again as well? Looking for Cameron. Just can't find him. But that's a decent header towards Reggie Stone. Goes to shoot and couldn't get around his man in time. It's promising stuff, you know, as they're running down this right-hand side. It's Cameron Norman in the middle. Reggie Stone just was going to jump in there. We've been easily turned, to be fair, as they'll get this ball and go forward anyway. Innes Cameron into Henderson. That's a brilliant ball into Reggie Stone. We really need a goal. We haven't scored in a while. That's poor from Reggie Stone. I know he's a youngster, but for his rating, he's got to be better than he is. I'm sorry, brutal honesty coming out right there. He is not great goals and assists wise, which is what he's in the team for. As that's an easy turn from them right there, but Khan gets back and makes that interception. A good step back, actually, to get the ball now into Innes Cameron. Down that line in towards Otis Khan, who's going to cut back himself. Bryn Morris, Innes Cameron. That's down the line towards Khan. Just a tad unlucky as Bryn Morris again. Almost half-time here. That's a good ball down the line into Otis Khan. We've got the run of Cameron right in front. Or it's Henderson. I don't know who. But I know the keeper's pulled out a world-class save. We just need to be able to score a goal, please. As Reggie Stone. How's his set pieces? Looking for Cameron. It's going to fall out here to Harry. Into Bryn Morris again. Finds Niall Marr. Harry Clifton from the edge. Every shot just blocked. Just blocked, we can't get it through clearly as that's a run on behind. Should be easy for Anderson, who loses out to the header. Very, very poor, and it's left them with kind of a 2-on-1. We've tackled, or got tackled with his defender. Not great, but still, should be 1-0 up at the break. Really should be. No changes, because I think we are playing well. Just that goal, and usually when you're on bad form, it's a 1-0 lucky win that gets you back onto it. Confidence breeds results as there's a run on right here, and that's easily round Anderson. Poor defending. Also, have tried to avoid saying it, but I'm going to say it now. This is an unlosable game, as that's a horrific pass out of play. We really can't afford to lose this, because if we do, we'll be stuck near the relegation places again, and season number 2 is about kicking on. We've got better players this year who shouldn't get us in this rut. We shouldn't be this far down. As Anderson looking round the corner, there's a ball in the middle, goes back again. Reggie Stone, come on, switch on. As Khan's rounded right here by his man. Is he going to cross it? He's going to put it low. As we'll get Bryn Morris off and we'll get Cameron off for Dan Cox. And Alex Hunt will get his chance. I do need a player who can pick the ball up and dribble more than a defensive player at the moment, because we're going for this. As Khan running forward, can he squeeze it through that gap? He can. Reggie Stone through the middle. This has to be. How is he not scoring that? How? That's a given goal. It's a given goal. It really is. We should not be missing those. We can't afford to with his league position, but he has done. As we've tried to pass it round there to Marr, not got there. A big chance wasted. As Otis Khan struggling to get back, and Newport looking to maybe cause some problems. Khan, come on. Come on, there we go. Easy win in the middle. He's been okay defensively, Khan. Of course, we haven't conceded a goal. As Harry Clifton now. We've got runners in front of us. Dan Cox needs to make a better move, but Henderson's making a brilliant one. Can we nick this late on? Ewan Henderson puts it in the top corner. It looks like we may not be going 10 games without a win. It's a late goal from the Scotsman. His first in game 1. And what a start to today. Get in there. Yes, it won't be a nice one for them to take. It's took its while coming, but it eventually has got there on the angle. Ewan Henderson, the loanee, with the Mariners goal. That is huge. It looks like potentially this formation may be the one. It's a draw in the first usage last time, which we shouldn't have drawn in. And potentially the win right here, as we've got to keep them out though. Cruz. Just shift across Gleno. Honestly, all I care about is defence. As referee should blow his whistle really soon. That's a touch on. Not a great one still. They're going to still get the ball to come inside. Glennon We're just passing as men across as Harry's in there to block that one. And the whistle goes. Like I said, all about grinding that win out because I knew it was hard to come by. We're down on confidence, but that should get us back up there. Grimsby Town 1, Newport 0. What a performance. And again, Dan Cox off that bench to assist the goal. He is that bench kind of player, as in the league now, 19th. Not the biggest climb of the table, but it'll do us as we play Accrington next, who are just above us. Let's get another win on the board if we can, Newport. I'm sorry, lads. I'm sorry for what I've just done to you. As another win could get us up to 14th, but still it's quite low. That shows you we need to make this consistent. Really do, as I'm glad it's worked out well, Tom Anderson, whatever you're talking about. As Accrington Stanley, who we play next. Interested in David Drew on loan. I don't really want him going to Accrington. I'm sorry, I don't know why. I just would rather him at the club. If he's going to go out on loan, maybe the Scottish League or something like that, the Irish League, just to get some game time, because I don't think he would play at Accrington any more than he does so here, which is none really, isn't it, as the team. I think it has to stay the same after that very nice win. I know if it is on his way back, but no changes at all. We're going to go into it. Reggie Stone wasn't the best. I'm going to still trust him away at Stanley. And their team, Isherwood in goal, Mitchell Clark, my go-to FM player him, with Harvey Rogers, Baba Fernandez, Omar Labrador. So 4 at the back with Morgan, Wally Lee Hamilton, very good player, McConville, and I'm guessing that's Algadi Toure from Salford, who in fact did swap places with Accrington. Them getting the promotion, Accrington, unfortunately for them, suffering the relegation. Harsh for them, but hopefully we can take advantage of that. Can we kick them whilst they are down here at the bottom-ish kind of places in this table, as that's a brilliant ball through. And an easy read for Niall Maher, but still Gleno got to be switched on as Harry passes that forward into Innes Cameron, back into Harry Clifton. You can see we just seem a lot faster, a lot more urgent now we've got that win. As Henderson shrugs his man off, Innes Cameron goes out wide. Can we just dink that in, Otis Khan? That's good to Morris. Unlucky. Almost created something there as we've jumped in and got the ball again. Henderson looking for Innes Cameron this time. Can we just pull that across? Reggie Stone! He's just allergic to scoring. I'm starting to think it's not even his own fault. He's just allergic to putting the ball in the back of the net. As hopefully his set pieces are better. Can we bring a man short just to make that little run and then he can try and head it? Unlucky Henderson. He's going to keep it alive. Back into Henderson, who's managed to keep the ball flick on. He tried the skill shot, did Ewan? Unfortunate it didn't pay off. Maybe if we don't win we'll regret that, but he did do some fancy footwork to get the shot off in the first place, so not too angry with it, as I'm not happy with this. They've glided straight through. Midfield nowhere to be seen. Just got to stand them up on the edge of the box. That's around us easily! And Jamie Jones sees it late, but does claw it away from our goal, so good save from the goalkeeper, who of course we did get on that free contract from Wigan. Brings plenty of experience against Accrington through the years, as that's a little bit of a tumble, but we still do keep the ball. Otis Khan, now into Anderson. Let's get moving quickly, shall we? Innes Cameron, I see Ewan in front of us. Can we even reach him with this pass? No, we can't. So far, so good against Stanley, though, as they've got an attack here. That's across the box, and it was a dangerous one still. Didn't result in anything, as Cameron... Henderson making the run in front. Cameron just opts for Reggie Stone instead. I think they're a lot better with a supported player, as that's now into Harry Clifton. Forward into Henderson, unable to turn. That's where I probably should use the attacking midfielder, as now Glennon out wide following Wally, who can whip a ball in. It's gone under Glennon's foot. Man arriving! It's 1-0 Accrington Stanley. It's a poor one to concede, and it's Ethan Hamilton, a very decent player himself, just glided in. It's Manchester United, proving his quality. No one read that. We should have got that, Harry. It was Harry Clifton closest. They score first. Let's still not get us heads down, boys. We've got a win in his bag. We can come back. We can score goals, as Cameron gets the ball straight back. Come on, Henderson, move! Out of the way, make a decent run or something. As Gleno out wide, just get that ball inside. There we go, flick that on. There's Reggie Stone round the corner to Cameron. Poor shot. Very, very poor. Can we win this header? Maybe one more attack. That's brilliant from Niall Maher. But the referee decides it's enough. 1-0 down at the break. We've got to respond. We don't just want a win. We want permanent form. As now it's... Who is it on the ball? Number 23. It is Henderson into Reggie Stone. Quite a tall player as well, Reggie Stone. And he's probably one of his best crosses of the ball, which is unfortunate. He can't get in the box for many of them. As here's Henderson finding a little bit of a gap. He waits for Reggie Stone at the side of him. Dink towards Cameron. He needs to learn to try and get in front of his man a little bit more. As flick that behind you. There we go. Henderson on a bit of an angle. That's a poor pass. That one looked like it could have easily resulted in something. As Gleno, no chance that was a foul. I have no idea why advantage were given. As Bryn Morris into Harry Clifton through the gap into Reggie Stone. This is it. Cameron running in behind. He's past the defenders. It's in as Cameron. It's one apiece away at Stanley. And that's a brilliant goal from the other Scotsman. That's for them travelling fans. Business isn't finished though. We can win these games. It's a brilliant finish. Just one-on-one. Got the ball played through. Put it in nicely. It's more like it as here's Niall Maher. Niall Maher's going to pass it into Joe Walsh. I'm happy with this lineup as well. He's got 5 goals now as Cameron. He is doing rather well as that's a ball around the corner into Reggie Stone. Flicked on. That's a good one into Harry. Oh, and a brilliant save. A brilliant save. I'm going to take Cameron off, yes. Although he has scored. Freshen it up with Dan Cox, who did assist Henderson in the last one. Reggie Stone to whip in a ball. That looks a decent one. Looking for Anderson. Can Maher win that? He does. Into Dan Cox. Quick feet. Gets it round the corner. Shot from Khan. As we've made the same changes last time. Alex Hunt coming on for Bryn Morris. We've got to defend at this near post. That's a decent ball, you know. And it's a bad control from Wally, which has done as well, because then it's got us out of his box a little bit. Come on, push out, boys. Push out. There's a couple of men not marked here as Ethan Hamilton slowly dribbling with it. Niall Maher into Hunt. Brilliant control to take it down and play it out. As here's Dan Cox waiting for Henderson to make that run. He loves to get the ball over the top. Brilliant ball from Dan Cox and Henderson with the finish. It's turned round here away at Accrington Stanley. It looks like back-to-back wins. We're going over to the Mariners fans. A brilliant take from Ewan Henderson gets us another one. We'll put Maguire-Drew on as that is top bins. No chance for Isherwood. A Mariners magical turnaround. And the other Scots 5th of the season. Both have got 5 goals now, which is forming a good partnership. I do love it. We've got goal scorers up front as that's a ball onto Dan Cox. Waiting for the run here of Alex Hunt. Looking out wide towards Khan. To be fair, not a great place to give it away. But still, we've got to defend now. Just Shrew up at the back. Hunt chasing this down. It's gone towards Otis Khan's man as it's over the top. Khan with the read. Across the middle, a touch on there. Does get it round to Harry Clifton, who's going to just pass it into Glennon. To be fair, I don't know if there's time to go forward. It might be a bit, I don't know, might be a bit of a dodgy tactic to some, but I'm just going to play this ball around. Not going to risk going for it, as there we go. What a turnaround! We've come from behind to win a game, which in the first half it looked like it was going to be one of those days again. But again, confidence breeds consistency. A brilliant result, and I did admire Innes Cameron's celebration. We didn't see it in full glory because it did skip it stupidly, but it was a nice one. As now it's onto the 2 simulations, a chance for it to turn around as we've got to grow more financially. I've made like 3 million by saving money, making some free transfers. I don't know what it's on about. There's Colchester, you know. I did reject Accrington Stanley, but Colchester are rock bottom. Maybe David Drew could get some game time there. I don't want it being a full-on loan. I'm going to go short term. If it's 1 year, fine. Not 2. And this next one, it's the big one. It's the FA Cup, which you can see I've changed the team around a little bit. We are simulating this one because, of course, how poor we started in the league has forced us to put a bit more focus on the league, which I've not got a problem with, to be fair. I'd rather keep winning in that than this, but then again, I want the form going. So this is the team. It's Crockham, Cropper, Younger, Meyer, Dolan and Amos in a back 5, which looks rather different. Bryn Morris and Green, who's very unhappy at the club at the moment, in front of the defence with Maguire-Drew as the pivot. Cameron stays in and Boyd comes in because I do want him to come good. Of course, we paid money for him. It shows I've got faith in him, but at the moment he's not really got that place in the squad. As Colchester coming back with the short-term loan agreed for David Drew. That can be a good one. A very good one for his experience. As how we're going to get on against the U's. simulating this game. We're at Blundell Park, to be fair, with a fully fit team. It's a 1-1 draw, so it will be a replay. Boyd actually got a goal. And old rival from Lincoln, John Akinde, got theirs. And actually got a message from Kieran Green after the draw that he was the starter in. Boss, I've got to be honest, I don't think I'm getting games. He wants to leave the club. I'll say you learn from experience. I'm grateful you spent time here, but if he wants to leave, I'm not going to stand in his way, but I'd want him here. Although a lot of these players are tired, this is the Papa John's team for Crawley. It was going to be in it, Kieran Green. That's honest. It's not a player that I ever thought I'd want rid of. Always in my plans, just not a starter. Like Houlihan, who comes on and plays well in games. As, of course, we put Battersby in. Efforty is back, but I'm going to play him centre-back because I'm pushing Dolan in the midfield for where Green would be. I'm not going to play a player that doesn't want to be here, but I'm also not going to play a first-teamer when we've got a big game next. Orsi's in with Boyd. Evan Curry starts. Drew is on the bench, who might get his loan deal actually go through before Crawley Town. I don't know, but hopefully it doesn't go through before then. Hopefully he can play as Cropper into Miami. I'm sure that's the second time they've offered. I swear, they need to stop. America need to stop wanting Mariners. As Walsh, is he asking to play? Mate, it's not an important game. Gillingham is, after this. It's not that deep, bro. As what is the result? They're putting a very strong team out for the Papa John's Trophy as... I told you, good results gets you good results until you take a defeat again. Dolan, playing in midfield, scoring a goal. He could be the Green replacement, actually as a central midfielder instead of centre-back. We beat Crawley. Marrying a Matty Dolan is magic, it seems, with a lot of alliteration in there. As is a player departing. Oh, this is David Drew. He's only going out on loan. Looks like we're kicking him out of a business job. Covering all his wages. I think that is a perfect deal. As captaincy for the Gillingham fixture. That's the word I was looking for. As you can see some changes in here. Maguire Drew stays in over Reggie Stone. Efforty now on the bench. Dolan over Hunt, which may be a controversial one, but he did score the goal and possibly can come off and get the captain's armband. The only tired player is Ma, who's been playing most games this season, hoping for improvement, because I'm playing him more games than many, but he's really not too cracking at the moment, so let's see if he can change it. It's not the sharpest team, but let's see if we can get 3 wins out of 3 in the league with Gillingham at Blundell Park. As I've gone into this one, and look at this message. Your next opponent does not have enough players to play the next match. This means they are forfeiting, and you will be awarded the 3-0 win. Okay, I mean, it's going straight to the standings. It's a replay of the FA Cup, which, to be fair, we could play. But I think I'd rather play another league game. I'll be fully honest with you. As that's give us the points, hasn't it? Yeah, we're in 16th, level with Doncaster, to be fair. 20 points. Playoffs is 24, so 4 points off of it. Gillingham must be playing. They've done some games, but what is wrong with them? Gotta say, I've never seen that before, as they have got quite a few players here. They've got Kieran Clark, 71 rated, and they're down there. And I thought having Reggie Stone high rated down here in the league was bad, but they've got Kieran Clark. And they're forfeiting games because they can't play. They've got Mikel Mander on still. Or it must be a mess. Neil Harris, I feel for you. That gives us the opportunity to, I think, play Cheltenham Town. I think I'm going to simulate Colchester again. So then that's 3 simulated. And we'll play Cheltenham Town. So that's 6 games out of the way. And another league game as we are chasing up and above us. As I really do want to play league games. I'm sorry, the FA Cup is important to me, but not as important. Colchester, of course, bottom. So the changes, Hefferty, Younger, Amos, Hunt, Dolan staying in, and Boyd up front, and Crockham, should I say, as we'll keep the main spine of the squad for the league. Can we do it away this time in Essex, get us through to the next round? No, they do it in extra time. It's Tisha Mandu with 2 goals either side of the halves. Akinde missed a penalty. We don't progress in the FA Cup. Unfortunate, it's a loss, but in League 2, we focus. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but we have, I think, progressed in the Papa John's Trophy, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Rotherham away. That's a decent tester. As E-I-E-I-E-I-O, back to this lineup we go. It's the main ones. Walsh and Meyer, the tired players in it. And I'm going to make Anderson the captain before we go into this one. Whole reason he really joined the squad, to be fair. Henderson and Cameron up front. Maguire, Drew, Morris, Clifton. All the mainstays. The wing-backs back to Khan and Gleno. 33 points Cheltenham are on. Can we take big 3 points away from them? This is his biggest game yet. And their team, Gabriel Bruno in goal, Ryan Jackson, Grant Horton, Louis Freestone, Sean Long, Will Ferry. It's 5 at the back. You can just tell. 5 at the back. Yeah, it is. Asted, Bonds and Chapman, Brown and Alfie May. Very good strikers. Let's get going in this one. We need another win. Let's keep backing up the form that we've actually gotten. I mean, it's 2 wins from 2 and a forfeit, which doesn't sound great, as that's a threatening start from Cheltenham Town. The Robins just come down, and this is a team that's just got relegated. Unlike Accrington and Exeter, who we managed to beat, these have come down with purpose to get back up, as Gleno, to try and whip a ball in, hits the defender, still manages to keep it in play. Clifton with a return ball down to Glennon on the line. That's a decent swinger. Too close to the keeper. Unfortunate not to lead to anything, as Marr with a ball straight back right there, straight into Niall Marr. Bryn Morris into Maguire Drew. Maguire Drew into Innes Cameron. Harry Clifton into Ewan Henderson, as Cameron. We've really got a run on, that's what I'm trying to sense. Players not making runs. I'm watching other players more than I am the guy with the ball, to be fair, at the moment, as Bryn Morris, just to keep this at his feet. Cheltenham fans getting rather loud here. Let's silence them. A ball in towards Henderson. Not worked. Maybe underlapping would be a better option with us wing-backs, because crossing isn't really working on course, unless it works for Sean Boyd, who isn't really in the team at the moment. Hasn't grasped his chance over the 2 goal-scoring Scotsmen. Maybe it could, as that's a ball onto the edge. Bryn Morris! What a goal! Reminiscent of that one against Bradford early on in last season. He's finally got another one. It's took its time. What a screamer! We're doing it away at the Robins. A brilliant finish, that one. Takes the touch out of his feet, outside of the box, and rifled into the top corner of that net. We take a lead in the game. Oh my days. Might technically not be 4 wins out of 4 because of the forfeit, but it will be 12 points out of 12 as it stands. Getting ahead of myself, but why not? Why not? Hit and hope for the moon. Hope for winning the league. I don't know. As that's a ball through the middle, straight onto Walsh's man, who is trying to mark rather well. Gleno just got the back heel straight into his feet as he's overstepped it a little bit. Gave it into Alfie May, who you don't want on the ball. Oh, Gleno. Oh, that's a big mistake from his left wing back. I mean, it's a mistake from me as well, but he didn't pass it in time. Not great. Not great from a player who is usually Mr. Consistent. 1-1. Definitely got too ahead of myself now, I can sense. As Clifton through the gap to Bryn Morris. Let's just play his normal game. Or Maguire Drew, should I say. Can't believe it wasn't him who hit the last shot, as Cameron trying to run in behind of his man right there. Not long left now. Flick over the top's not worked for them. Niall Marr into Bryn Morris. Harry Clifton. This is a good move, potentially. Out wide to Khan. Yes, it's forced out wide again, so we might try and cut in this time. Maguire Drew through that gap. Why not just go for Maguire Drew? Keep this alive. Let's have a chance before half-time, shall we? Maguire Drew here on it. That's a foul. That's not a great tackle at all. And it's very far out for a free kick. But then again, it's almost half-time. It would be amazing if we scored this. Maguire Drew, go for it. It's hit the wall. Will it bounce to us? No. Can he head this down for a shot? Not really, as the whistle goes. 1-1 at the break. Not bad going from us. As it stands, a point would be valuable against Cheltenham, but I know we can get more. I know when we're on form, we can actually beat anyone. Is he getting to that? He might do, you know. He has. Brilliant work to keep that in play. It's in the middle. That's an easy turn. Cheltenham take the lead. It's all come from him keeping the ball in. Very, very well done. Very skillful. As Brown gets his brace. Unlike Accrington, it is the hosts that have come back against us this time. Still, we've got a hope of 3-2s on. Not too cracking from us though, as Henderson through the middle onto Harry Clifton. Now it's Innes Cameron. Can we get a run around? We did try right there. Pass through that gap. That's brilliant football. Here is Cameron again. Cameron out wide. Maguire Drew. Going to take it on. Very poor. So Reggie Stone and Cox coming on as Khan to run down this wing a little bit before he cuts back inside. Bryn Morris around the side. That's through the middle. On to Henderson. Back into Harry. Just got to play his normal game. Henderson on the edge of the box a little bit here. Steps away from his man. That's another foul. Referee! Surely I thought he wasn't going to blow there. As it's telling us to put Matty Dolan on. I will actually do that, you know. He can usually take a free kick, but it looks like Reggie Stone's wanting this one. And he is the best, to be fair. Reggie Stone. Can he try and curl this? That's not enough power, really, I don't think. No, that's a poor free kick from me. Don't blame Reggie for that one, but we'll whip it in towards Dan Cox. What a save. What a save. Come on, let's keep on going. Corner ball. Dan Cox and Reggie Stone to link up. Edge of the box. Men stepping off of us. That's a ball into Harry, who can't get his shot off. Run at us down this left-hand side here, or their right-hand side. They've skipped past us a little bit. Get a tackling, boys. We need to get to the other side of the field. Come on, not long left now. That's a pass out into Dan Cox. Henderson up there in support. Reggie Stone busting through the middle. Very, very poor pass, but it was from a striker as they're trying to get around us here, and they have done. Got to come across. He's not won it, Niall Maher. They're playing 1-2s. They've put it wide. Lifeline. Can we get a point here against Cheltenham, who have turned it round smartly against us? That's through the middle, but that's a poor ball. 3 added minutes. Come on. 3 added minutes is quite a while, you know, as that's just gone through us all. Jones rushing out. 3-1 Cheltenham. It's back to normality. It's back to the bottom. Chapman, fine finish. Through on goal. All he had to do was slot it home. That's the result done here. We get this one out of the system. Do not, EA, I'm begging, do not let this be one of those rots now where we just don't pick up any points. We just had an off day against a good team there. It's unlucky. 17th we're in now, which is a lot better than most last season. We've still got to take that into account. It's improvement, but I want more improvement with the team we have, as Mansfield 3rd. Cheltenham were top of the league, to be fair. Never actually checked that. Mansfield are up there, so I think simulating this game might be a bit risky. And we could drop down to like 20th, so I don't want to simulate. I'd rather play them next episode. Make sure, or try and make sure at least, it's not back-to-back defeats, because that is where the rut kicks in. Them, Harrogate, Wimbledon, Northampton, and actually we might play some Papa John's games, if we get through of course. Rotherham away at the New York Stadium. Imagine if we won a trophy. If we came bottom half, I'd be disappointed, but with a trophy it won't be as bad. But again, we focused on the league. Thank you guys for watching this episode right here. Of course, as always, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well, so you do not miss any further content in the future, as this has been it from me today. Thank you very much for tuning in. Take care, guys. In a bit. And peace.